Hello friends, I welcome you in lecture number 19 on complex functions. In this lecture we are going to discuss one question on harmonic function and harmonic conjugate. This question was asked in GTU Winter 2019 examination. So the question is about, first you have to define the harmonic function, then you have to show that this function uxy equal to sine hyperbolic x times sine y is harmonic and find its harmonic conjugate. So first we have written the definition of harmonic function. This we have already discussed in earlier lectures in this series. So a real valued function, say uxy, is said to be harmonic in a domain D of the plane if two conditions are satisfied. First condition is partial derivatives of this function u of first and second order are continuous in capital D, and second condition is u satisfies Laplace equation del square u by del x square plus del square u by del y square equal to 0 at every point in domain D. So if these two conditions are satisfied, we can say that given real valued function is harmonic. So first we show that this function is harmonic. So for that we have to find out partial derivatives of given function. So first we write the given function and we find its partial derivatives. Given function is u equal to sine hyperbolic x into sine y. So therefore if we differentiate with respect to x, sine hyperbolic x has derivative cos hyperbolic x. We are differentiating with respect to x, so sine y is constant, derivative of sine hyperbolic x is cos hyperbolic x. And if we differentiate with respect to y, sine hyperbolic x becomes constant and derivative of sine y is cos y. Now we differentiate again with respect to x, so we have to take derivative of this function with respect to x. So here sine y is constant, derivative of cos hyperbolic x is sine hyperbolic x. And if we differentiate del u by del y again with respect to y, then we have to take derivative of this function. So here derivative is with respect to y, so sine hyperbolic x remains as it is considered as constant, and derivative of cos y is minus sine y, so here we have negative sign. And we differentiate this del u by del x with respect to y also, so here cos hyperbolic x is constant and derivative of sine y is cos y. So we can see all these derivatives are in terms of hyperbolic functions and trigonometric functions sine and cosine. So we know that all these functions are continuous at every point in the complex plane. So first condition is satisfied, we can write that clearly, del u by del x, del u by del y, and all these second order partial derivatives u xx, u yy, u xy are continuous in the complex plane. So here domain in which these functions are continuous is whole xy plane or whole complex plane, or we can simply write all these are continuous in the plane. Now we check second condition. So for that we have to add these two equations. We have to add del square u by del x square and del square u by del y square. So if we add these two, del square u by del x square plus del square u by del y square, then del square u by del x square is sine hyperbolic x sine y, and del square u by del y square is minus sine hyperbolic x times sine y. So this becomes 0 at every point in the complex plane. Okay, so we can write that this equation is satisfied in the plane. So both the conditions are satisfied, therefore uxy is sine hyperbolic x into sine y is harmonic in the complex plane, or is harmonic in the plane. plane means here we consider xy plane, or we can say that complex plane, or we can say that this function is harmonic in the plane. Now we have done first part. We have shown that u equal to sin hyperbolic x sin y is harmonic function. Now we have to find out harmonic conjugate of this function. So we recall the definition of harmonic conjugate. Suppose we have some harmonic function u, and if there exists some another harmonic function v such that u plus iv is analytic in some domain, then we say that this function v is harmonic conjugate of given function u. So with this definition in our mind, we try to find out harmonic conjugate of given function. So for that we assume that suppose v is the harmonic conjugate of given function u. Let vxy be harmonic conjugate of given function u in the plane. Okay, here domain in which function is harmonic is whole plane, so we consider harmonic conjugate in this whole complex plane. So therefore by definition u plus iv is analytic in the plane. Now if function is analytic in the plane, then function is differentiable at every point in the plane. So we can write that u plus iv is differentiable in the plane, or it is differentiable at every point in the plane. Now we know that if function is differentiable at every point in the plane, then u and v will satisfy Cauchy-Riemann equations. U and v satisfy CR equations, del u by del x equal to del v by del y, and del u by del y equal to minus del v by del x. Now function u is given, so we have derivatives of u with respect to x and y. So we substitute values of ux and uy here. So del u by del x is cos hyperbolic x sin y. So first we write del u by del x, it is cos hyperbolic x sin y equal to del v by del y, and del u by del y is sin hyperbolic x into cos y. Sin hyperbolic x into cos y, that is value of del u by del y equal to minus del v by del x. So here we obtain partial derivatives of required harmonic conjugate with respect to x and y. This is del v by del y, and del v by del x is minus sin hyperbolic x times cos y. So we obtain partial derivatives of required harmonic conjugate. So from these two partial derivatives we will be able to find out a function v. So we give these two equations as number 1 and 2. Now suppose I want to use equation number 1, then I will integrate this del v by del y with respect to y, and if I want to start from equation 2, I will integrate del v by del x with respect to x to obtain harmonic conjugate. So that is our choice, either we can start from equation 2 or from equation 1. So suppose we start using equation 1. So in equation 1 we have partial derivative of v with respect to y. So we will integrate partially equation 1 with respect to y, and we will treat x as constant. So integrate 1 partially with respect to y, and we will keep in mind that we are integrating with respect to y, so we will consider x as constant. So on the left hand side I have integral of I can write in this way also. Integral of derivative of v with respect to y, and integration is with respect to y. Here we are integrating with respect to y, so we write one more step. First we write cos hyperbolic x sin y, and here we integrate with respect to y. So x is constant, so we will consider cos hyperbolic x as constant, and because we are integrating with respect to y, constant of integration may be a function of x. So instead of writing constant c, here we write constant of integration as a function of x. So because we are integrating with respect to y partially, so we are considering x as constant. So constant of integration might be function of x. So we will not write plus c. Instead of that, we write some function of x, say h of x. Now here integral of del v by del y is v. Here we consider x as constant, so cos hyperbolic x is constant, and integral of sin y with respect to y is minus cos y plus hx, and this we can write in this way. We consider negative sign outside, minus cos hyperbolic x cos y plus hx. So this is function v, in which we don't know what is this function hx. So now we have to find out this function hx. Then we will have our harmonic conjugate. So now to find out this hx, we can use another equation, equation number 2. We have not used equation number 2 yet. So to use equation number 2, we require del v by del x, because in equation 2 we have value of del v by del x. So to use equation 2, we differentiate this equation number 3 partially with respect to x. So differentiate equation 3 partially with respect to x. We have del v by del x equal to, we will consider y as constant because we are differentiating v with respect to x. So y is constant, therefore cos y is constant. Derivative of cos hyperbolic x is sin hyperbolic x, and cos y is constant. So cos y is constant, derivative of cos hyperbolic x is sin hyperbolic x. This negative sign remains as it is. Here h is function of x only, so here we have ordinary derivative of h with respect to x. So now we can put value of del v by del x from equation 2. So in equation 2 we have del v by del x equal to minus sin hyperbolic x into cos y. So that we write here minus sin hyperbolic x into cos y. We put value of del v by del x here. So we are using equation number 2, and we put value of del v by del x from equation number 2 here, and right hand side is minus sin hyperbolic x cos y plus ordinary derivative of h with respect to x. So we can see, if we take this on right hand side, we have 0 equal to derivative of h with respect to x. So derivative of h with respect to x is 0, and h is function of only one variable x, therefore hx must be constant. So hx is constant for all values of x. So we obtain value of hx, it is constant function. So that we substitute in equation number 3. So now in the last step, putting hx equal to constant in equation number 3, we obtain our harmonic conjugate. So v equal to minus cos hyperbolic x cos y plus c, minus cos hyperbolic x cos y plus c. Let me check again. Minus cos hyperbolic x cos y plus hx is c. So this is required harmonic conjugate. This is the harmonic conjugate of given function which is harmonic conjugate of given function was sin hyperbolic x times sin y. Okay, so in this way we can obtain harmonic conjugate of given harmonic function. Okay, so we have to remember the definition of harmonic conjugate, that if u plus iv is analytic, then this v is called harmonic conjugate of u. So for that, suppose we want to find out harmonic conjugate of any function, then we first assume that v is harmonic conjugate of given function. Then by definition, u plus iv must be analytic in the complex plane or whatever domain is there. Now if function is analytic, it is differentiable, and if function is differentiable, then Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. Now we will be given one function u, so we will have partial derivatives of u. So using the partial derivatives of u with respect to x and y, we will obtain partial derivatives of v with respect to x and y, and then by integrating either with respect to x or y, we will obtain our harmonic conjugate. And here we will take care that if we integrate with respect to y partially, we will consider x as constant, so we will put constant of integration as function of x. Now suppose we are integrating this function, then we will integrate with respect to x, so in that case constant of integration will be function of y. So if I am using equation number 2, then I will integrate with respect to x partially, so in that case I will put constant of integration as function of y. So you can use equation number 2 also as you wish. Finally your answer will be same, either we are integrating with respect to x or with respect to y. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. I hope you like it. Thank you very much.